Hi YouTube, this is Erro for Airsoft DC, and today I'm going to be doing a loadout review a lot like what my friend Connor did. And well, let's get started. First things first, my G3 that I will be doing a review on, and this is my main weapon. I don't really have a sidearm, although I may show you something that you could say is, but it's not. This is my main weapon, as I use it for, it has to be only for woodland. This is by no means anything closer than that, and I'll get further in depth during the real review. Also, as you can see, I'm wearing woodland camo and a cheap shirt I found. I wear all woodland because I'm trying to go U.S. Marine Corps, and as well as this hat, which I never actually wear. It may be here, but I don't wear it because I have to wear my mask. And so to try and wear this and this mask, which covers my whole head, is kind of difficult. Now it's not really worth the trouble of, you know, a little fabric protecting my head. So I don't really bother with it. Alright, and as you can see, my mask. I bought this for about 15 bucks at a little local store because I couldn't find my goggles. So I just dropped by the local store, asked if they had a mask. They had this, and I said fine. So I've had it ever since. Now, as you can see, it actually came black, but I was bored of that real quick. As you'll see, I paint a lot of my stuff. I get bored of that real quick, so I just took some sponges and a lot of acrylic paint. After a base coat of primer and green spray paint, I just blotched sponge paints all over it, and I got the pattern that you see now. It's a lot like my woodland. Well, not a lot like it, but it's similar colors, so I like it a lot. And yeah, it's a very good mask. Obviously I've been shot in the face with it on recently, just because I bring it. I don't get shot in the face.
I do.
He does, because he doesn't wear it. He thinks
that would be me.
He thinks he's too cool for a mask, so he wears goggles. Yeah, I like to see how. Yeah. That's
it's always fun to get shot in the forehead.
Oh yeah, it's great. The little.
With power, there's pain.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my mask. Also, as you've seen, I've done a review of this, my knife. Basically, it's a replica K-bar. Very nice knife. That's his knife. But it's a nice knife. I never intend to actually kill anything with it. No knife kills or anything. I never really intend to. But I keep it with me just to complete the uniform, if you will. Because, you know, who's a Marine without his knife, right? And finally, there's this. Now, this is not a sidearm of mine. I almost never take it to a game. I bought this when I was an amateur. This is a Spring UHC revolver. I probably won't do a review on that. I'd like to see, maybe if you guys want to see a review of it, I'll do it. But I probably won't just because it's crap. I bought this for an incredible amount of money for nothing. So I felt really bad after buying it. After 2 months of buying this, I realized that this was nothing good and it was crap. So if you want an airsoft revolver, do not get a Spring airsoft revolver. It's not worth your time. Maybe gas. I really don't even recommend airsoft revolvers in general because I've seen enough reviews to see that they're not really worth my time.
Unless you're reenacting Civil War, stay away from them.
If you're a reenactor and you are reenacting a time period that involves a revolver, then feel free. But for the amount of money I paid for this, I actually paid just over $45 for this. And so obviously it's crap. The entire thing is plastic. I do not like this.
Fantastic.
Absolutely, and I do not like it. It's clearly been, as you can see, it looks like crap up here. Actually, that's a modification. I don't like revolvers that are this thick, you know, all through it, just because of the rail, this bottom part, and the barrel. I don't like it, so I ground that whole thing down, and then covered it with black plastic, and then glued that down. So, an external modification of mine, which also isn't very good, but I like it more than it originally came. I also got the 8-inch version, which didn't make a hell of a difference, because I couldn't hit my 8-foot fence from 5 feet away if I tried. I mean, this thing is terrible, but it's a lot of fun just to play around with, just to have in your hand. You know,
Dirty Harry status.
Yeah, exactly. It's a revolver, so obviously it's cool. I never intend to really bring this to an airsoft war unless I'm like fighting point blank range. This won't hurt anyone. It's like 230 FPS. You know, it's not going to hurt anyone.
If that.
If that, yeah, exactly. But it's very realistic as far as revolvers go, other than the fact that it's plastic. You know, it takes shells, cylinder rotates, single action. I mean, it's very nice, very realistic. But as far as just an airsoft gun goes, it's crap. So do not recommend this. Sorry, this turned into more a review of my revolver. That is basically my loadout. Remember, my G3, my knife, my woodland camo, my hand-painted mask, and sometimes my boonie cap. But that's not always... Nice. And sometimes my boonie cap, but that's not always the case, although I am trying to be more of a marksman, so a boonie cap is very nice, and especially if I'm not wearing a mask. So it just depends. It could be the cap or the mask. So that is the loadout. This is Erro from Airsoft DC. That's right. And I hope you have a nice day.